Hey, it's Wrestling Hero Figs, WWE Money in the Bank 2018. Now this was the match that got the night started. Daniel Bryan versus Big Cass, and this was going back and forth. I mean, for a good while, I actually thought that Big Cass was going to end up pulling up the upset, but Daniel Bryan still ended up capturing the win by submission. Now, Big Cass, I don't know where they're going to go from here. I mean, honestly, I thought this was going to be something to kind of either like make him look strong or end up doing something with the guy, but yes, clean victory by Daniel Bryan. Sami Zayn and Bobby Lashley. Now this right here, going into the match, I kind of felt like it was dead. It was dead from the get-go. It was dead for the build-up. It was the overall match. It just felt bad. It felt terrible. Bobby Lashley, he kept doing those stalling suplexes one after the other after the other. Sami Zayn, he was just taking it all in. I mean, I don't know what the whole point of this match was. I just feel like it was something to throw into the card. And, you know, if Bobby Lashley, if they can't get the man over, at least do something with Sami. But yes, it was a clean victory by Bobby Lashley. 1, 2, 3. Actually, he ended up pinning him one-handed. The Architect to the save again. This match between Rollins and Elias. This is kind of like what we needed to kind of make up for those first two matches. Seth Rollins, you know, if the man's on pay-per-view, whether it's a pay-per-view, whether it's a regular night, this guy knows how to put on a show. Actually, both of them did. They had a really good spot where Seth Rollins went diving through the ropes outside, and he ended up missing. Elias capitalized him. He threw him into the steel steps, and he went for his elbow. I thought that Elias was actually going to pull out the win, but no. Rollins ended up coming out. Actually, Elias, he went for this quick roll-up pin, but Rollins ended up turning it on him, and then he won the match dirty. He won it dirty. He ended up holding the tights, not the tights, but his pants, and Rollins to retain the IC title. Next up, we have the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match, which consisted of Amber Moon, Sasha Banks, Natalya, Alexa Bliss, Naomi, Becky Lynch, Lana. Don't ask me why Lana's wearing that attire. You'll find out soon enough in a custom fix-up video. Oh, and also Charlotte, of course. Now, as reported, they did say that the winner for this match, the winner was going to come from Raw, and it was true. But if you were to ask me who was the participant that truly stood out in this match, Naomi killed it. She was the workhorse in this match. She was all over the place. She was doing all the high spots. She was actually the first one to come close to capturing that briefcase. But you know who ended up winning it? Yes, Alexa Bliss. And, you know, it only makes sense. You guys know that usually just about every single year, any winner that has come out from this, it has been a heel. And Alexa Bliss, I think she'll carry it well. I just kind of wish that, oh man, Naomi, she just truly deserved it. I just feel like from this match, I feel like she was the one to really just get my attention and really put on the show that truly determined of her coming out ahead. But nope, it was Alexa Bliss. Roman Reigns versus Jinder Mahal, and I just want to start out by saying that I'm glad that this was not the main event. If you remember last pay-per-view, they ended up doing that. They ended up putting Roman Reigns' match as the main event, even though he's not the champion. This was another very slow match. There was a lot of holds, a lot of sleepers. Sunil, he was at ringside. He was at ringside with the wheelchair, kind of playing it out as he was injured, but we all know he wasn't. There was spots where he was actually interfering in the match, and Roman Reigns is like, bro, look, I know you ain't injured, and he stood up, and even the referee was calling him out on it. So, of course, Sunil, he got it. Not only did he get the Superman punch, but he also got the spear. And as he was coming in, I thought that Jinder was going to pick up the win with a quick roll-up, but nope. Threw him into the ropes and spear on Jinder Mahal as well. Another easy win for the big dog, Roman Reigns. Before we do go any further in the card, I do want to cover the pre-show. This one was just a quick match. I mean, I almost didn't cover it just because the match is so insignificant. And I think that's the reason why they put it on the pre-show. We had the Bludgeon Brothers against the Good Brothers. And, of course, easy win by the Bludgeon Brothers. Asuka versus Carmella for the SmackDown Women's title, and as rumored, there was a certain someone. There was someone that had made the return, and he was standing in the corner dressed as Asuka. He had the full suit, he had the full outfit, he had the mask on, and he unmasked, and he caused enough distraction for Carmella to retain the title. James freaking Ellsworth is back. Let's take this mask off and show you who the man was behind the mask. How do you guys feel about this? I really want to hear your thoughts. You know, I feel like a lot of people were pretty much done and over with James, you know, towards the end of when he left prior. So I guess bringing him back with Carmella, I don't know how I feel about that, but drop it in the comment section. AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the WWE title in a last man standing match. And this match right here, wow, I think that sums it up. This match right here was so close. Shinsuke Nakamura, you knew that he was going to use that low blow, and AJ Styles, he came down to the last second. It came down to 9 seconds. AJ still stood up, and AJ, he came back, man. He came back with a phenomenal forearm with this nasty Styles clash off the top of the, well, not off the top of the steel steps, but he did it off the steps onto the outside. And then he went with this, oh my gosh, he called for it. Shinsuke Nakamura, he was begging for it. So AJ, he ended up pulling out, you know, that's the thing. When you're AJ Styles, when you're WWE champion, if it's one thing I learned about Eddie Guerrero, you have to do everything that it takes in order to retain that title. And Shinsuke, he was kind of inviting him to do it. He went for the low blow. AJ Styles got him with it. He went back inside. Oh my gosh, this phenomenal forearm through the announcer table. It was epic. So AJ Styles to retain the WWE title. Nia Jax versus Ronda Rousey for the Raw Women's title. And this, I almost thought that Ronda was about to make history. She softened her up, and she softened her up for Alexa Bliss. This all makes sense why Alexa Bliss won the Money in the Bank title earlier in the match. She came out, and she was just about to tap out. She had her in the submission. It looks like Ronda was about to pull up the upset, but she came out and she just started beating on both of them over and over and over again with that Money in the Bank briefcase. And then she went after Nia. She kept working on that arm, and then she gave that briefcase to the referee. She cashed in that same night. She didn't wait 1 day. She didn't wait 2 weeks. She didn't wait 6 months. She cashed in. She was the ultimate opportunist that night. She went for the Twisted Bliss on the top turnbuckle. 1, 2, 3. Not only did she win the Money in the Bank, but she won the Raw Women's title. What a night for Alexa Bliss. Last and certainly not least, we have the 8-man Money in the Bank ladder match. We have Rusev, Samoa Joe, The Miz. The final member was Kofi Kingston for the New Day, Bobby Roode, Braun Strowman, Finn Balor, and Kevin Owens. There were so many good spots in this match. The AJ Styles match was good, but this was up there. I mean, I still got to go with AJ versus Nakamura for the match of the night. This right here, it was awesome. There was this really awesome spot. Kevin Owens, he was up by the entrance stage. He was climbing this I would say it was about 30 feet. It was actually a lot taller than your standard tall ladder. He was about to go for a frog splash onto Braun Strowman, but Braun Strowman, he sat up, he climbed up the ladder, and he knocked him off, man. It was like one of those Shane O'Mac spots. It was gruesome. I mean, after the get-go, everybody tried teaming up on him. Everyone was dumping the ladders on top of him, one after the other, but they just couldn't keep Braun Strowman down. Now the match right here, this was such a good ending. I gotta say, I really enjoyed the overall match. I mean, there was a lot of good spots, but pretty much how it ended, it was Finn Balor, Kofi Kingston, and Braun Strowman. They were all climbing up the ladder. So we had Finn Balor on this side of the ladder, and Braun Strowman, he was actually carrying Kofi Kingston up the ladder as he was going up. He was giving him a piggyback ride. I got to change the camera angle so you guys can see exactly what had gone down. So Braun Strowman, he was climbing up, and all three of them, they were just trying to capture that briefcase. We got to get there you go. There's the briefcase. And as Braun Strowman was climbing, I mean, I thought Kofi was going to grab it. He was trying to snatch for it. But no, it was Braun Strowman. He captured the Money in the Bank briefcase to become the Monster in the Bank. Braun Strowman wins the Money in the Bank. See, now this is a safe assumption that he's coming after Brock Lesnar. I mean, Brock Lesnar, I think once he finally finishes his WWE contract, this man is going to cash in, and rightfully so. Oh my gosh, I feel like for well over a year, this man he's deserved the title. And I think this is going to be a great way for him to take that away from Lesnar. I mean, he could cash in on AJ, but I mean, it's most likely it's going to be on Raw because they have that ability. When the Money in the Bank winner can cash on either branch, but I think it's definitely going to be against the Beast. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and we'll see you on the next one.